Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. So we actually have some unique gear in here that I found. So Tangled Claws is a +4 Feybane finesse-wielding star knife. This weapon's wooden handle is alive, constantly growing little sprouts with tiny leaves. Whenever this +4 Feybane star knife lands a hit, it has a chance to entangle the target. Dark Forest. Every time this spear wounds somebody, it produces a mischievous giggle. This +4 necrotic spear summons a friendly 9th level Will-O-Wisp for 1 to 6 rounds when it ends a life. Patchwork Hide. Leather patchwork armor is crafted from leather pieces of all colors and sizes. This is a +3 hide armor. And it's a special thing. This armor grants its wearer an inherent +3 damage bonus against animals, dragons, and magical beasts. And then a Cloak of Heroism. So the game, I've recorded this part a few times now. I've actually made it to the Bald Hilltop. The game crashed, but it was like a weird game crash. It crashed back to the main menu, but I couldn't interact with the main menu. And I sat there for a minute, and then the game crashed completely. So I booted the game back up, started recording again, and then my PC crashed. I got a blue screen error. Alright, so for the Jewelry Center and Enigmatic Tales, you have to choose one of these. I'm going to choose the Jewelry Center. If I choose the Jewelry Center, we don't get the Enigmatic Tales. See, they went away. That's the case with a lot of the regions. You have to choose which path you want to take. I'm not super worried about this stuff. But we'll get the Bronze Shield Fortress up and going, and who knows what else. As long as the game doesn't crash, don't really care. So we get all these region upgrades, and then we have to just chill out for 5 days, I think, before the Bald Hilltop starts. Guardians of the World Wound. Actually a little better suited for it. Okay, sure. The Art of Making Friends, that sounds like something the storyteller would do well in. Who do I need for this Regent upgrade, actually? The Regent, okay. Oh, don't have enough. Here we go. And now we do. And that's all the upgrades, so we're done. We just need to kill some time until the Bald Hilltop begins. So I'm just going to kill 5 days. He succeeded the event of the month. Of course he did. Alright, genealogy. We'll put somebody on this. I'd like to put somebody else on it, but it's fine. Whatever. He has like no chance of succeeding. But because we haven't taken care of it yet. So what we'll do is we'll just head straight there. Deal with the Bald Hilltop. Hopefully this time without the game crashing. Or without my computer crashing, which was the case last time. But went through and made sure everything was up to date, so it shouldn't happen again. It was the memory management error code. It just usually means that something isn't up to date, but everything's up to date, so. Well, I did update Steam and GOG this morning. That shouldn't cause that. But who knows? Who actually knows? I'm just gonna sell everything. I thought about giving Obliteration to Amiri. But she's not gonna get it. I'm actually gonna give the Mad Scientist gloves to Valerie. Because she has such a high constitution. Let's see, 192, 237. How much health does she have? 310, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. So we'll give her the, this, because then she gets fire and acid resist. She gets, obviously, the most out of any sort of DR, because she's has so much health.
I'm there.
I want to bring Octavia, but we don't need her right now. We'll bring her later. Because there will be an open slot in our party later on. Also, I might have Valerie in the party. I think she has 53 AC. What is my other AC? He has 51, 46. Alright, game crashed here last time. Let's hope we make it in. Or sorry, no, the PC crashed last time here. Game crashed last time after I finished all my region upgrades. And I went in and I sold all of the equipment that I sold.
What troubles you?
What's new?
Ona Adayanam Lizano Danyam Unimosi Travisi 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 Ona Adayana Ona Adayana Ona Adayana.
Patience.
Anything is possible.
Na Orama. Na Orama. Na Orama. Ala Swa Tap. Ala Swa Tap. Ala Swa Tap. Ala Swa Tap. Na Orama. Tio Wash An. 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 Tio Wash An.
Unimosi Travisi Unimosi Travisi.
Nope, wrong one. Give me the, oh no, over here.
Unimosi Travisi.
Quiet.
What we'll do is we're going to spawn all of these guys.
Yes. You require my assistance?
Ona Adayana Ona Adayana Ona Adayana Ona Adayana Ona Adayana Ona Adayana.
And then haste, and then we're ready to go.
Lindsay the Illustrious.
My cat's getting restless in the background. Of course he is.
Like Lindsay the Great. Maybe Lindsay the Indecisive.
Where's he at? There he is.
My masterpiece! at an end. I will protect. That's what I'll do.
Hey, get away from me,
Dark.
Bloodbird. Let's see, what is this doing? We need to heal him. Do we have... I think I have heal memorized. Should have a scroll of heal somewhere, though. Don't remember what it looks like. Resurrection, restoration.
Yes, I'm still here.
There we go. Alright. Portal of the First World was destroyed. It will probably never operate again. Okay. Wait. Hold on a second. It doesn't stop when the battle ends. When using a magical healing effect, a successful DC 20... Okay. You know what? Whatever.
I do what I must.
Say it'll be fine. It'll probably be fine. Alright, so now I think we have a couple more days to wait. Why did it spawn me over there? It's weird. I know, we just got more time to kill. Alright, the contract, will put you on that. Alright, people want to talk to me. As we prepare for the end. Your comrades and advisors are gathered around the throne in breathless silence. Lindsay's the first to dare speak. I guess it's about time my book reached its culmination. Or its finale. Messengers have arrived from, well, all over the kingdom really. The bloom has started everywhere. Monsters have appeared in every forest, behind every corner, in every nook and cranny. What we went through before was like a bed of roses compared to this. If we don't do something, the kingdom will simply collapse. We learned a lot about Nyrissa while traveling through her dreams. I think she's almost done gathering grains of dust in her darn cup. Patox has fallen, and your kingdom is the last thing standing in the way of her apology. She's done waiting. We need to do something, and fast. I think we need to head out on our most heroic campaign yet. We talked it over, and it seems like our best chance to reach Nyrissa is through the Thousand Voices on the western border of Patox. It's been completely overtaken by the bloom, and it seems to be the place where the First World is currently the closest to ours. Lindsay again with her big bag of words, and as helpful as ever. I know what to do. Go kick that green witch's butt. Bam. She's gone, and we're heroes. It is a great time of woe, but of great hope as well. The path to the First World is open. This is your chance to reach my fallen sister, and settle your dispute over the stolen lands once and for all. Trouble at the gates of peaceful villages. I hear the cries of children, prayers for help, as though they were right here. Everyone's so serious. Poof. Let me put it simply. We need to do some housekeeping. Cut some lawns, burn some fallen leaves, and get rid of some vermin. Haha. The end time's near. My heart rejoices. It's all in our hands now. The threat may be great, but you've been fighting Nyrissa for a long time now, Don Victus. You have the best chance of stopping her once and for all. Nyrissa, huh? Been itching to tear the petals off that flower for quite a while. What do we know of the Thousand Voices and what awaits us there? Many beasts serve Nyrissa, and you'd be hard-pressed to find more dangerous ones. She has even created some semblance of one of the Tane, the eldest chained beasts. You must prepare to meet all these monsters along your way, either in the Thousand Voices or in the First World, should we make it there. One thing is clear, it won't be easy. Not for us, or for the kingdom. I hope something's left to celebrate our heroic return to. Lindsay hides a sniffle by pretending to rub her nose. Will you travel with us, Avendra? The narrator closes her eyes and sighs softly. Yes, of course. My duty now is to fight the evil that has enslaved Nyrissa, but I will not be traveling in the typical way with you. You're aware that creatures of the First World return to life in their homeland if they die somewhere in the bloom. Somewhere the bloom is especially strong, yes? I'll find such a place and end my life there, thus returning to the First World. I'll meet you there. This way, I'll be able to bypass the portal guards, learn more of Nyrissa's plans, make preparations. Death is not a pleasant prospect, and it'll take much of my strength, but it could give us a significant advantage. Take care, and wish me luck. Nyrissa has tormented my kingdom and all the stolen lands for too long. It's our turn now, to torment the stolen lands. The ruler's duty is to end their kingdom's afflictions, and our duty is to follow you, Don Victus. Yes, that green creep's hunted us for too long. Time to trade places. Seems we have a promising expedition to the depths of the First World ahead of us. If in the course of our research we render a dozen monsters and one particularly annoying nymph to compost, all the better. We'll be fine. We'll return and throw a huge feast, and we'll celebrate for a whole month, and then another month, and then on the next month. We'll just do nothing but rest. I'll finish my book, and they'll read it all across Galarian, and... Lindsay gestures vaguely. I don't know what then, but it'll be even better. Alright, and that's that.
It was time to meet the real mistress of the Stolen Lands. The one who'd been pulling the strings to create and destroy kingdoms for ages now.
Alright. That's that. Teleport to Patox. Inconspicuous Ravine. Okay, that's new. Alright, hold on. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else here. Because there was an area that I hadn't explored before, I guess. I don't remember that being there. Okay, everything else has been cleared out. It's just that one spot. I don't remember if I found that last time I played. Plus 11 to Arcane. Alright, so we have to hold back the First World problems. First, we're gonna go to the Inconspicuous Ravine, because I'm not familiar with it. Probably because it's inconspicuous. Oh, a Goblin Merchant. Doesn't have anything worth buying.
In due time.
Maybe that's all he's there for, is to... Yeah, maybe this area's new. It's just for the Goblin Merchant towards the end of the game. So we have to return to the Castle of Knives. Ekandayo is still afflicted by that darn crap. I have plenty of scrolls of heals. If I need to, I can just keep throwing those on him. Is his health going down? No. It looked like it was ticking down.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Repent!
Let's finish them quick. I grant you death.
Not everybody.
Your life
You
ebbs
should have
low.
run!
What's Ekandayo doing? Hey, use your stupid bow.
Cannot hide from me.
Strike!
It doesn't matter, we're gonna rest soon anyway. Come on now. Again, you can probably hear my cat in the background, but the whole time I was trying to fix the crashing. I left my office door open. Alright, he chose to be in here. So
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
here he will remain until I'm done recording. Is it faster to go this way?
My strength fades. Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Why don't we set up camp?
We'll set up camp shortly. Don't you worry. We'll rest before we head into the Castle of Knives.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Alright, let's rest up. Did I in the correct positions? There we go.
You constantly talk about the end of times, that we'll all die. Don't you ever just want to have some fun?
I have fun when I watch your futile attempts to avoid the inevitable. It's truly funny.
As long as he's having some sort of fun, right? Alright, so there's been a lot of complaints about the final dungeon of the game, at least when the game first came out. I don't know if they rebalanced anything or whatnot. I've heard that they rebalanced the final dungeon. It used to be pretty challenging, and a lot of people didn't like it. Because the game makes a couple of decisions, well, not decisions. The game does a couple of things that people didn't appreciate either. Alright, so I'm not sure where we're actually supposed to head. I think it's just at the end, right? Yeah, right there.
Always ready.
I don't know if... I don't remember if more enemies spawn here or not. I'm gonna operate under the assumption that they don't. Then before we head to the portal, I'll buff up the party. Sorry, my cat is getting very restless and he's making a lot of noise in the background.
We should move.
Oh crap, forgot to do his
Sorry, was lost in thought.
armor class. Let's see, I should probably give him strength, right? I guess I can give him damage. I guess saving throws would be nice. I'll give him Constitution. Horned Hunter. The darkness visible behind the slits of the creature's helm is pitch black, but you still feel its gaze upon you, unwavering, probing. Ah, the little king from the sand castle. How fares your kingdom? Is there anything left for me? The creature tilts its head and breathes loudly, as though sniffing. Curious. You carry with you what my lady's servants have spent ages searching the stolen lands for. I'll have to report that. Or better yet, I could simply wait a bit and take Briar from your corpse. Do you have a preference? Who are you? You may call me the Horned Hunter. At any ruler's court, there is a place for the likes of me. You do love hunting, don't you? But I suppose here in the mortal world, you hunt elk or bears as game. I hound more impressive beasts for my lady. Ancient monsters, aliens from the outer realms, and self-proclaimed kings who would think to challenge us. And what do you know about Briar? I know it is no toy for mortals, and I know my mistress will be happy should I bring Briar to her. My mistress is difficult to please, so I value every chance. And who is your lady? What, you came all this way without knowing whom you would be facing? The self-confidence of mortals always amazes me. It's as though you think you, not I, shall revive in the first world should trouble arise. I serve my lady Nyrissa, the lady of the thousand breaths, and you are on the threshold of her Demesne? Is that? Demesne? I know the word, but I don't remember how to pronounce it. I need to go through that portal, but I have no desire to kill you. Perhaps we can come to an arrangement. An arrangement? With me? The Horned Hunter shrugs. I wasn't going to fight you anyway. After all, I'm not the guard of this portal. As for the actual guard, well, I don't think it will be interested in making any arrangements with you. You hear it before you see it. A hoarse, wavering rumble can be heard from all around you. The sound itself moves as though it's alive, washing over you and rolling back, boring into your ears and echoing into the depths of your consciousness. And then...
Let's make this quick.
Don't hold back!
Taste my fury.
Nowhere to run.
A clever ploy.
Should be just about dead. Come on, go down. There we go. Took more damage than I was expecting to here. Honestly, I forgot these guys spawned in. Regardless. Sorry, when my cat's starting to knock everything down, he is extraordinarily impatient. He is throwing a fit. I'll take care of that in a moment. We're almost done recording, so. Sorry for the distraction.
I wrote it like I saw it.
At the very least, it's distracting to me, so. So the buffs here don't matter too much.
So, any brilliant ideas?
Mostly whatever I put on my main character is what really matters here.
I'm glad you called.
My skills are
Notice
absolute.
awaits us.
Aborones sentes. Stationi savitur. Stationi savitur. Stationi savitur. Ona adayana.
Where is... Here it is.
Patritium turinos.
That's probably about as good as it's going to get for right now. Again, the rest of the party doesn't matter as much because of what happens once we enter the portal. The portal before us gleamed mysteriously. Sorry, my cat. The portal before us gleamed mysteriously. It didn't look at all like the one we saw in the womb of Lamashtu, but there was no doubt this was the way to the first world. We barely made it out with our skin the previous time, and not without the help of a mysterious old gnome. What would await us this time? Would we ever see the light of our own world again? Would we ever return to our cozy homes and the happy smiles of our friends? Or would we find ourselves brought to ruins, reduced to bones? Without wasting any time on dark thoughts such as these, the king quickly stepped into the portal. The king turned and looked back one last time, almost as if saying farewell to his domain, and then rushed forward without fear. We had barely crossed the threshold before an invisible magic took our sense of direction from us. Up and down, forward and back. These lost meaning as the portal we stepped through became a hole we were falling into. Each of us reached for the one they most feared to lose, or the... Sorry, my cat is extraordinarily distracting and I apologize. Each one of us reached for the one they most feared to lose, or the one they most wanted to hold on to. Except Harem. He just folded his hands over his chest, calmly plummeting along with an air of mindful detachment. But no matter how tightly we clung, the mysterious force tore us from each other, hiding us among clouds of magical fog that swirled around us as it carried us along, all the while leaving us utterly alone, until a light finally glimmered ahead. Oh, did it say I failed that? Okay. I'm going to call it here for a couple of reasons. One, my cat is throwing a hissy fit, and two, this is the beginning of the final dungeon. You notice that we're by ourselves. We have been separated from our companions. About to hit level 19. I might not hit level 20 this playthrough. I hope that I do, but there's some quests that I missed along the way, so I might just hit level 19. Which kind of sucks, but it's okay. I'm going to call it here. The next episode, we'll begin exploring the House at the Edge of Time, which is the final dungeon. But after this dungeon, there is one more final stretch of the game, but it's not a dungeon. Yeah, this is the final dungeon. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Apollo also hopes to see you guys in the next episode.